This is what Kanye said. It's very short.
I wore the White Lives Matter t-shirt. The Jewish underground media mafia already started attacking me. They canceled my 4 SoFi Stadium shows, right? They had the press, the same people, the 78 outlets that when I was arguing with Pete Davidson and Trevor Noah, they called me an abuser for arguing with people about my ex-wife and my family and when I get to see my kids and when I don't. And they just immediately disrespect me. They keep the crazy narrative going. They never call me a billionaire. We never talked about, even on this one right here, hey, tycoon, billionaire, visionary, inventor. These are never used. If you go to like New York Times or Wall Street Journal, whatever, they always say the rapper. The rapper. It was hard enough for us to get fashion designer. I'm gonna give a pause so you can address what you want to address.
Appreciate it. So, look, there is no Jewish media, cabal, mafia. That is a figment of either your imagination or a projection of a prejudice, okay? You may have had bad business dealings with people. It's about those people. It's not about their religion or faith. And I know that you are intelligent and understand that when you target people because of their faith, other people may do so the same. They've been targeted before. They've been abused and killed because of what they believe and who they are. So we don't want to tolerate that. And you're playing into that right now, whether you know that or not.
I won't tolerate it as a black person. What you just said was a statement. You're trying to say that there isn't a collective. Over 50% of the executives in Hollywood, the CEOs, are Jewish. And these guys know.
All right, so that's the clip. Kanye said it's over 50% of the producers or directors, whatever he said, in Hollywood, they're Jewish, and therefore they have overrepresentation, they have control, and the response is, you can't say that about a people group. You have to deal with them as individual people. You can't make blanket statements about a group of people like this. That's just, it's unfair, it's anti-Semitic, all that. I just want you to think about 2 years ago.
White privilege. You've become familiar with the phrase. You hear it on the show a lot. It's somewhat of a cultural flashpoint, certainly during the Trump era. Do you believe that African Americans are systemically treated unequally?
Yes.
You'd get 85, 90% would say yes.
Yeah.
When you turn it, though, and say, do you realize you are to blame for problems that they have? That's when you got the hominas from a lot of people. The African-American women in the documentary, I think, summed it up very well. She said, you guys need to talk to yourselves about this to become comfortable with the idea of finding a solution. It's not about her telling white people this is on you, you're to blame. It's for white people and people who have advantage to figure out how to make things fair, coming from a positive place, not about blame, not about negativity. I think she had it right, and I think you're asking really provocative questions in the documentary.
Thank you, thank you. I think white privilege is a white people's problem, a white person's problem, and it's up to us to find some solutions to that problem.
Well, for no other reason, you have white people in most of the power positions.
Systemic racism, white privilege, isn't that what that is? Is it making an assumption about an entire group of people? They're all this way, they all carry with them this invisible bag of privilege. They're all just helping each other out, whether unconsciously or not. It's a big cabal. It's a conspiracy. It's stacked against minorities. And here Kanye West comes out. And what does Kanye West do? If he said white people instead of Jewish people, he would be in step, pretty much, wouldn't he? With what you typically hear from the media. But because he said Jewish instead of white, he is being canceled by banks. He's having all sorts of problems. A lot of shows have been canceled, venues canceling him, just all kinds of things because he said Jewish instead of white. And I want you to see it that way. That's why I brought this up. Put the shoe on the other foot. Think of equal weights and measures. If you can't say it about Jewish people, if Kanye shouldn't say this, why should you be allowed to say it about Europeans? Why? Why should you be allowed to say it about any people? The rules are not, they're not fair and balanced, equal weights and measures, any of that.